up, team? Welcome to the Huddle, your weekly playbook where we strategize not only on playing the game, but changing it. From mastering the fundamentals of the craft to distinguishing ourselves in the marketplace. We're here to give the installer a voice and ensure you're equipped with everything you need to stand out in our market. Let's band together and forge a new legacy in flooring. This is where you belong. Welcome, everybody. What's up, fellas? With me, as always, Daniel and Jose Gonzalez, although Jose does not look like he's in Grand Rapids at the moment. They are from Grand Rapids, Michigan. And today we have the gentlemen from the Floor Tool Store, Dylan, Kevin, and Justin. Guys, what's going on today?
Not much. How's it going?
Good. How you doing?
Oh, just trying to rule the world. Today's episode is on, having the right tools for the trade, right? Like all the tools that'll make you successful. So we thought we'd bring on some experts in that realm, as we often do. And
easy on that word.
So easy on the expert side.
People call us installation experts too, and we're still learning. So I totally understand what you're saying there.
No doubt. Well, we had to bring on some guys, so we chose these guys. No, we always talk about being effective as an installer. Being an old installer myself, and Daniel and Jose, we all know that one of the keys to profitability is really having the right tools. I'm sitting in the back of my truck. If it wasn't for a hot spot, I wouldn't be able to get on this podcast and chat with you fine fellas today. So you got to have the right tools to accomplish whatever it is you're trying to do. And these guys have one heck of an awesome website. And although we're not here just to feature them or anything, we're just wanting you to know there's like online resources, and there's been a big move to purchasing tools online here the last, 5 or 10 years, right, guys?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
How do people go about it? Like, I always like to. How do you get past the people wanting to hold the roller or the knife in their hands?
I think it's no different than all of us ordering from Amazon. Thinking something that you need quickly, and you go find it online, order it, and it's there in 2 to 3 days, most likely.
Do you guys stock? You stock the stuff, and so the fulfillment of it's pretty quick and just out the door, or is that how that works?
Yep. I mean, we got a 110,000 square foot warehouse that is filled with about anything and everything you can imagine. So it's turn and burn when we get them in.
Sounds
That's
amazing.
Only 110,000 square feet.
It's like
Yep.
a big shopping mall for us.
Yeah, I know.
It is.
It's a massive shopping mall for contractors. It's great.
Kids in a candy store.
What's your guys' what's the approach that kind of sets you apart from the other online retailers for flooring tools? I know you guys are a flooring distributor as well, but for the tools in particular, what kind of sets you apart?
I mean, online, I don't think anything sets us exactly apart. We try to make everything simple and easy on our website. I think the biggest thing is the people you're buying from. Our website's owned by Hank Specialties, a Midwest distributor that's still family owned and operated since 1976. 2 guys started in a 20 by 40 foot garage basically and built it into what it is. So, when you're on that website buying, you're still buying from, a family business. So we still care about everything that you guys are bringing back, same responses that we get. We handle customer service on there as top notch. We get to everyone as fast as we can. Any issues, returns, anything.
Do you guys, speaking of returns, how's that work? Say something comes in messed up or what have you. What's the process there?
Anything that comes in, we just require pictures of how it arrived and what came in damaged through shipping. You want pictures of the box, whatnot. If something's really broken, it's the ambulance sent out, and your shipping label to get the damage going back. It's pretty cut and dry. Pictures are the biggest thing that we can get.
Sweet. Have you guys bought online, Daniel, Jose?
Oh yeah.
We
I
started
mean,
buying
Daniel's the king of
online
it.
a long time ago.
Daniel's the king of
And
it.
then I think our local distributor gets a little angry sometimes because I'm like, guys, I can get this online for this much.
Well, you're Mr.
Okay.
Amazon. as
They
we
get
call you
angry
at
at
the-
Daniel. They get angry at Daniel. Daniel does that. And you can't have one of the employees go up to the counter there and then call Daniel, hey, what about this? Well, that's not what it says online. I can get it for Daniel makes them, he's the bargainer on the phone. It's actually pretty humorous, but you can't knock a brother for trying, right?
Well, I tell you one thing that's, all this tool talk is really about making the installer as effective as possible. And I know that there's still a lot of guys that like to go into the locations, but we thought, just introducing Floor Tool Store, we'd show you the website real quick and let you know that we'll pop up a QR code here in a minute. So as you guys come on, you'll get 15% off through this Friday. Is that correct?
Yep.
You
Through
get
Friday.
15% off your order. So we'll leave this QR code up here. But hey, Daniel, before that, can you just throw up their website real quick and kind of meander around? They have their sales on here, but I noticed that everything was really categorized nicely and it was really easy to navigate the site. So that's pretty cool that you can go through and find what you need real quick. Tools for flooring. There's others that are out there, but the key is really just trying to get the installer to understand and get comfortable with buying online. Our network in particular, being an online community, takes advantage of some of these things. And so just wanted to give another resource, quick view there, and we'll pop back up.
I like how it says everything that's in stock. Like it's ready to
Oh, I
go
love
right
that.
now.
Yeah. Worth its weight in gold on that one.
And we're really pushing just tools and installation supplies on there. If you look, we got some metals that you can buy, but we're not doing base. We got limited powders on there, so it's really just focused tools and your supplies that you need on your
So
job.
kind of an everyday use type of list.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we want to keep it to the consumables and the daily users. Now, and Dylan, how long has our site been active, would you say?
It's actually been active for probably a decade or more. It went dormant for a while, and within the last 3 years, I kind of just started poking around on it and was like, "Hey, let's fire this thing back up and change everything." We redid the whole website layouts, and we're still evolving it every day. We're still adding products, changing descriptions, just still doing the best we can with it. Really,
Well, that's kind of what I
a
was
full-time
getting at.
job.
Oh,
it can be It can be on days.
yeah. We're still in the process of starting small with those, daily and weekly consumables. As it continues to grow and we have time, I'm sure that offering that's currently on there will absolutely expand. We need to, I guess, kind of figure out our lane before we fly too close to the sun, of course.
So what's the goal for the site? This is a little bit of a question for the installers out there. I mean, do they get outside of the obvious, not having to drive to a physical location, what are some of the benefits of ordering and buying online in general? Is it just the convenience?
I mean, Daniel, why do you order online? Convenience, probably the biggest thing.
It is convenience. It's so whenever I'm looking at something, it's the time that it takes, right? And that's where you get the old school versus new school mentality. It's I will order something online and send it back before I take the time out of my day to go to somewhere to try and see if it's even in stock. Especially with some of these phone lines that they got now, where it's like it rings twice and then it's like, push 2 if you want to be transferred to another location. No, I don't want to be transferred to another location. I have a question for this branch right here. And it's like, I don't want to waste my time doing that. Let me just order this. It'll get in. It's the thing I need. If it's not, I'll send it back or whatever. But my time is valuable, and I can just do that real quick rather than waste my time going over there. And that's something that I don't see. My time is valuable because I have so much going on. So if I can save time by doing that, that's what I'm going to do. So, I mean,
Well,
One of
and
the
if
things I
you're
see
purchasing,
is,
oh, sorry, go ahead, bro.
No, I was just going to say one of the things I see is, and I know that we've done, is being able to order at the point of need. You're out on a
Yeah.
job site, you don't have something, you're like, I ain't going to,
What's up, Jesus?
next time I'm going to have this thing. And you can order it right off your phone, especially if you, our Go Career members, just being able to log into partner deals and go straight to the site, order the stuff, get a good discount. It's kind of that's a convenience that I don't have to drive, but I also don't forget to order it when I, or to go to the place and pick up the thing and end up on a job site with the tool I need. I mean, this is all pretty elementary stuff, but what's important is that the viewers know that there's plenty of resources out there, and the easiest way to be effective, and I've said this before, is have the right tools. There's nothing more frustrating than trying to make a screwdriver be a hammer, and you're trying to get through a job because you don't have the right tools to do it. So for all of our guys out there, especially young apprentices or helpers, as you build your business or you're building your skill set, build your tools, build up your own personal tool chest. I think it's super important for you to invest in yourself in that manner, just as we always encourage you to invest in yourself in education. Invest in your toolbox too.
100%.
Yep.
And the other benefit too is if you're purchasing reoccurring tools, if you already know how a hand tool works or how it operates, what you like. It's so easy just to go online and purchase that again, or purchase it in bulk, so that way you have what you need. And if you lose something, you have a replacement on hand, or if it's in stock, you have a replacement on hand, depending on how you're getting it shipped. If you're like me, if you go there to buy a couple things and then you go to the store, you're looking at everything else you might want or you might need. It might actually save you money by buying online instead of going and splurging a little bit. Sorry, guys, I didn't want to give that secret away, but the convenience of it could save you money, because Daniel and I, we do like having tools. I will be honest. We do like.
You guys have an impressive tool. I don't know what to call it other than a portfolio at your office.
Yeah.
It's
a collection.
It's like a collection of the tools that you're not sure if you'll use again or not, but really come in handy when you need it.
Correct.
As well as your day-to-day stuff. Don't get me wrong, but you guys had some unique stuff up there.
And
what's
the Kendall says that he likes tools for flooring because it over a certain amount you get free shipping, and I'm looking on your site right now, and you guys also offer the free shipping on qualified orders over $75. So
correct. Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, this is my favorite type of installer, and maybe one of my favorite installers, period. Jorge says, I even buy tools I don't need just to have them sometimes. It's funny how we're that way. These are the best of the best guys that are commenting right now. The truth is a lot of installers go out unprepared to job sites. And, our dedication here at the Huddle is sometimes these aren't deep conversations. Sometimes we'll go an hour and a half on diversity and equity and inclusion. And then the next week we'll bring you an awesome way to buy your tools. but it's just as important. The fact is efficiency on the job site. I cannot say it enough. I've been there. Having the right router or the right welder or the right skive knife or having a way to sharpen your skive knife or moving over to a different type of tool altogether where you can have interchangeable blades, which I see is on your guys' website as too for Nora's kind of original system. All those things help you be more effective and make more money. So don't, like I say on education, don't shortchange yourself because it costs money to buy the thing.
Yeah.
Invest in yourself. Tools are an investment if you buy the right tools.
Oh, 100%.
I got a question.
And two, is
go
our
ahead.
industry, and the installation methods get more technical, you can't go on a job site like we could 10 or 15 years ago with your standard tool pouch and your single tool bag, right? It's evolving. It's getting more technical, and the installers have to as well. Just wanted to shout that out there. I've been with this company for a little over 5 years. I still have a garage full of tools that I may have used once in the last 5 years. But it's, we all love our tools. It's one of those where you invest in the tools, you have a hard time letting them go. And a lot of that is because you invested in quality tools. So kind of like, Paul, what you were talking about, you can get tools anywhere. You can get basic tools anywhere. It's the 80-20 rule. Some of those tools will pay for themselves over and over. And those are the ones that you need to have. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, you're nice. You're on and
a lot of those specialty tools you're only ever going to have to buy once too.
Yeah, that was going to be my question about the specialty tools.
So you guys stay innovative, like you got specialty items that you guys distribute and such.
Yeah, so Hank Specialties, we just took on Floor Cloud that we just started about last week, I think it was, that we're selling at our locations now.
That's awesome. Yeah, Floor Cloud's a sponsor at the Huddle here, and we say it all the time, like you want to really save some time, have Floor Cloud on your job site, save your installers a trip. If you're an installer, encourage your shop to have Floor Cloud on the job sites, especially the larger ones. It's amazing how much money you can save if you don't go to a job that's not in the proper site conditions for your flooring. You're scheduled there for a week, and they could have solved the whole problem right from a mobile application. It's easy setup. It's a device that goes at the job site, QR code on the front or a barcode on the front of the device, and you can you're set up within minutes. I know that Preferred Flooring has it, Stewart & Associates. So we're going to play a quick video from Floor Cloud right now.
Enables real-time monitoring of your job site conditions via desktop or mobile device. No more manual checking for temperature, humidity, or even dew point. No need for base stations, Wi-Fi, or external power sources. Simply scan the QR code on the front of your sensors and you're up and running with the most accurate and innovative site monitoring system in the flooring industry. Dispatch your crews with confidence and reduce your climate-related installation issues. Floor Cloud, now you know.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. I love the fact that they were innovative enough when they came up with Floor Cloud to, not need some base station or some big device on it's ran on cellular. So the fact that for most, if you can get a cell service, you can get, and the data drawdown is dealt with as well. So if you can get a cell signal, you can have Floor Cloud on your job site. So kudos. Yeah, that's pretty cool. You guys distribute Floor Cloud. And how does the subscription and things like that work? Does it still just set up? You just get the devices from you guys?
Yep, basically you can just purchase the device from us, then everything else is just ran right through Floor Cloud.
That's awesome.
Pretty simple.
Nice. We'll probably have it on our first job here in the next couple weeks.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's about staying innovative and staying on the front line. Do you guys, so who's the tool nerd that goes to the shows to find the new tools or is always talking with Roberts and Taylor and all the people to to determine what goes on the site?
There's a few of us. I'm probably the leader on looking and adding stuff.
You're the lead
Definitely
nerd.
not the expert that's used them. Kevin's our guy that's still installs on the side and was installer on flooring. Justin installed ceramic forever, so they're the guys that we bring stuff to and say, you know, hey, what do you think of this? Or they even bring tools to us and say, hey guys, you need to look at this tool, look at that tool.
There's a lot less and less side installation going on. I'm getting too old for that.
Yeah.
I feel you. Every once in a while, still get out there. But hey, Kevin or Kendall, to answer your question, is it basically for commercial sites? No. If you have a house that you're putting wood in and you have that device and you go stick it there, it's for residential and commercial. Now, obviously, you still need to test your substrates and things like that on a residential site. One cool thing about Floor Cloud on commercial is you can pair it with your moisture, your in situ probes, Wagner's, and it'll talk, and you can get your substrate moisture, RH readings, and temperature readings right through Floor Cloud. Now, you don't put RH tests in wood, so you still have to do some of that site measuring. But if your job site conditions, the temperature and the ambient humidity and those things are all in line, you're much more likely for say a wood product, a wood flooring to be within specifications and pinwell, I mean, the moisture pin. So cool. What else do you two guys have to say, Daniel and Jose, about as you were coming up and building your tool repertoire up?
I was just gonna ask them, like, what are they seeing right now? What are the hot items? What's going?
That's
What
a
do we need?
great
What do we need to
question.
be looking out for?
I think floor prep and grinding is getting to be a lot bigger.
It is.
We've sold the Wolf Neo 230. I mean, we just sell and sell and sell those. That's probably one of our biggest moving pieces of equipment right now.
And I don't blame that. I mean, we have two of them, so it's a good tool to have in your arsenal.
Tell us about it.
You need a third, Jose? You need a third?
We have three of them.
Well, you might
We
sell
don't have
one on
three
here
Neos.
right
We
now.
have two Neos.
Oh yeah, that's
Tell
right.
us about the Wolf Neo.
Well, it's a 7-inch grinder, floor grinder that basically gets you off your hands and knees, doing all your hand grinding. It takes 4 segments. It's got a head that swivels left or right to get 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch away from the wall. You can grind, you can get glue off. I mean, there's an array of segments that you can use on it.
Yeah.
It's a sweet machine. You can
And I thought
basically
we had
run it
3.
one-handed as well.
I thought we had 3, but we didn't have 3. We had the original Neo, which had the enclosure full round without the flat opening to get closer to the wall. So we had to try to convert that one.
No, it's opposite. It used to have a flap. Now it doesn't.
Yeah.
So
Whatever.
I have the National 10-inch, but it's a single head. So this is a segmented 7-inch.
Yep.
Yep.
And it's got a flex head too, so it'll flex with the floor. If you got a high spot, it's still going to kind of flex over that spot instead of grind in. Unless you want to grind, you can sit on it, but it'll flex with the floor as well.
Man, Wolf is really innovative that way. A 7-inch, basically a 7-inch planetary grinder.
Yep.
That's
It's
pretty.
I don't know if
11
it's
inch.
planetary. Yeah, it's 11.
Did you say
inch.
11? No, I know it's not officially, but it works the same. It sounds like the same setup as say a Lavino 20-inch, like the large grinders. I mean, they're segmented. They move with the floor. Those kind of things.
Okay. I got you. Yeah.
For your grinding and polishing needs. Although I'm sure this is not a polisher. My point is
no.
So what does one of those things go for?
$4,249.
And you guys, Daniel and Jose, you guys have had well, you got 3 of them, so I think this is a real stupid question, but you've had great luck with them, right?
We were so impressed with the first use that we did end up getting multiple ones, and yes, we have had really good luck, especially when you're working in a situation where you have to carry it upstairs. This is a lot lighter than bringing one of the planetary grinders, a larger unit that runs off of phase power, right? You can hook this one up to 110. You don't need an overpowered vacuum with it as well. I mean, I will advise dual HEPA and a nice plug-in and all that with it, because it is a lot more aggressive than just a standard hand grenade, especially if you're running PCD on it and stuff like that. I mean, that's really what we bought it for, was for our control joints and adhesive removal where our ride-on machine wouldn't fit with the PCDs. That was the selling point, to be honest. Just that aspect of it. I mean, it's got a lot of different uses, but that was our main purpose for purchasing them.
Right. And since we're on the Wolf train right now, we can talk about like their other tools, their hand tools that we use for vinyl, since we're resilient guys by trade. So they have their lino cut and their green cut. I mean, that lino cut is amazing. It cuts down the time on that you would underscribe tremendously, and the cut is just so clean once you get it set up.
The rail cuts become very popular too.
Yeah. I was they tried to talk me into buying one of those. Corey tries to talk me into buying one of those every time I see him, probably.
Every time.
I can't believe you don't own one yet.
Well, I'm going to have to give my brother Danny, give me one of the.
Oh yeah, they say that Paul and Danny look like brothers.
Hey, I have
I can
a
see
question for you guys. Right now on the let's just go for tools. Are tool sales greater on the commercial side right now or the residential side? The reason I'm asking is, like, I know that it's going to be based off of your area, it's regional, but like, who's busier right now in your area, residential or commercial?
Commercial's definitely busier right now. Residential kind of slowed down. We do see it coming back a little bit. And as far as who's buying, it's kind of it's a different mix. Just because they're not buying the same tools. I mean, commercial, obviously, they're more expensive tools. You're talking the Neo grinder, things like that. Residential, with LVP and everything, 100-pound rollers all of a sudden started flying off the shelves. LVP cutters, things like that. But with commercial, it's all about floor prep right now.
Yeah, we see the same thing up here. So we have a little bit of a unique perspective. So Kevin is our branch manager in Greater Des Moines land. Dylan and I are up here in Minneapolis, but we service the upper Midwest in 6 states. So depending on which location you were to pose that question to, depending on the month, you may get a different answer. But I think what Kevin just said, as of right now, that kind of holds true throughout our entire footprint right now.
Interesting.
Now, as far as the LVP cutters, you see guys actually like buying them and loving them, or I think that's like you either love it or you hate it.
That's kind of one of the tools. They look at it as a necessity. So they really don't give you opinion whether they love it or they hate it. They just need it.
Well, if you're doing click, you almost have to have it.
Yep.
You can get away with, if you're doing glue down, a lot of guys will still just, we're in commercial. If you got a good eye and just a small square, you can score and snap a heck of a lot faster than lining it up on a piece of equipment and cutting it. So I think it depends on which floor, from our crew's standpoint, which floor they're doing. If they're doing a solid core or a floating floor, they'll typically want a decutter or something. But if it comes down to 2.5 millimeter glue down, even 5 millimeter glue down, they're gonna score and snap it. Unless you got to make a precision cut out in the field or something, then you get the choice again. But the key, guys, to the audience is follow the lead and invest in yourself in tools. Give the Floor Tool Store some love. The QR code's still up. You're going to get 15% off of any order between now and Friday. And yeah, take advantage of that. Mr. Daniel and Jose, you guys got anything else to say? This is going to be a shorter episode. You can only talk about how awesome tools are for so long without getting into specific tools. But
yeah, it's starting to get the itch. I'm going to have to go swing by Home Depot out here in Georgia just to go look at some tools.
just QR it, dude, and do what your brother does. Just order something online. Just order something.
If only we knew where.
I do have a question. Being the size that you guys are, do you guys offer maintenance on some of the equipment that's purchased through you guys, or is that something you prefer to go through the manufacturer?
So website, we wouldn't unless you can get to us, but we do have a repair center at our headquarters that anybody, if they can get it back to us, if we sold it to you, we have a guy that's trained, and he's trained on all the Wolf products, national equipment stuff. We're getting into the Bartel guys now. He'll be getting trained on that. So he is trained to repair pretty much anything.
It's one of those where he'll take a quick look at it if he feels comfortable and can diagnose it quickly. Then the answer is yes. If he's not comfortable or for something over his head, then we would kick it back to the manufacturer to rely upon their big picture warranty, I believe.
Yep.
Gotcha. We just hit this
where would
a
they
few
take
times.
It depends on the product. Like, Wolf, that would go back out to Denver. It all depends.
I mean, your guys' headquarters is in Minneapolis?
Yeah, so any of our locations we can ship it back from, or they could ship it into us, UPS, however they need to get it here. Yep. But I mean, he fixed staple guns to Wolf Mambos to National Commander machines. I mean, it's array of tools that come in that he takes care of.
That's
Not the
pretty
ride-ons, though, right?
Ride-ons, no.
Well, yeah, ship that.
We don't want to. Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's manufacturer there for the most part.
Do you guys sell batteries for the ride-ons, perhaps?
Yes, not on the website. There's none on there, but our locations we do.
Sweet. All right, guys. Well, I want to thank everybody for joining us. Thank you, Justin, Dylan, and Kevin for jumping on and chatting a bit about your website, the Floor Tool Store, and offering this great discount for everybody. It was cool just hanging out, chatting about tools.
If there's anything else that we need to know right now before we end, let us know. We're all about the tools, man. We're about to take advantage of this this discount. Yes. I know that.
I was gonna say.
Well, someone in the audience should buy one of those Neos alongside me, because I'm definitely gonna get one of them. So
it's the best tool you'll own.
You won't regret it.
Awesome. Nope. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for joining us today. Audience, I know it's a shorter episode, but hopefully you take advantage of the discounts, and remember that the Floor Cloud is not just commercial, it is residential. It'll help you out a lot on either site, but man, on commercial sites it's really can be a big game changer. Just to drive home the point, one more point on the moisture testing is when you are doing the moisture testing, the Wagner meter, that is maybe one of the biggest time savers, because you have to go back and read it after you set the test, after you set the probe. And when you can do that remotely, that's a huge time saver. So if you're in the commercial world, you won't probably find a more time-saving tool than that. So shout out to the Floor Cloud brothers, Scott and Patrick, and Justin. Get on the Floor Tool Store and buy those Bronies, brother.
That's definitely one of the must-haves for everyone in the industry, is get yourself a good pair of knee pads, because you only got so many miles on your knees, man.
Yeah.
Don't be like us don't be like us when we first started and just be like, no, I don't need any knee pads.
I'm
Trust
too
me,
tough.
you need knee
I'm
pads.
too tough to wear knee pads.
That's why I do what I
buy
do.
a $50 pair of knee pads every 3 months.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's an investment. It's an investment.
I'm
in
the
your
guy
body,
that didn't
dude.
wear knee pads, and I'm 48, probably 15 years removed from daily install, and I still have ugly ass knees from it. So
Yeah,
get yourself some pro knees, boys. You'll look better in shorts. And
100%.
you'll save your knees for later. We bought every installer in the company new pro knees last Christmas. Gave them all a new pair for Christmas. So we're big believers in that too.
Nice.
100%.
All right, boys. Well, thanks everybody for joining. And if you guys ever want to come on and chat with us, join the huddle. If you guys like what you the content, the deals, just the information we bring to you, please give us a like and subscribe or comment. Give us a thumbs up, thumbs down. We don't really care. Just interact with us. Let us know what we're doing right and what you would like to see more of. Thank you to the audience, and thank you to our guests for the day. We'll catch you guys next week.
Yeah, appreciate it, guys.
Thanks,
Thanks a
everyone.
lot, guys.
Yeah.